Okay, so I'm now up to chart 9 on my little baby comforter blanket here. If you are actually doing the full-size blanket, then you will have your tractors underneath here. But I just wanted to show you the special stitches. So we've got a row of sort of stacks of eggs, and then we'll have chickens on top. And for the eggs, just to make them stand out a little bit, I just we're going to be doing a puff stitch. So if we look back down at the fence here, you can see if I don't do that, if we just do an ordinary stitch, it's just like gets lost a little bit. It doesn't really look much like an egg, it's just a dot. So I just wanted to make something a little fuller so it looks a little bit more like an egg. So to do that, we say we're going to be doing a row with some puff stitches in it. So I've done row 1 for chart 9 already. And just get started on row 10. So obviously, as always, slip knot on my hook, and we've got the edge stitch and a chain, and we now go straight into the puff. Now for mine, I am working still into the back loop here. If you wanted your eggs to be even bigger and bolder, what you could do is work under both loops. Okay, so it's entirely up to you. But I say I've written the pattern to work into the back one. So all we do for a puff is just like a sort of a mini puff, because we're going to be doing it's like half treble 3 together, where normally it would be sort of 4. So we have got yarn round, and then, as I said, insert into that back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. So we now should have 2, 4, 6, 7 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all of those. So that's how we're doing our puff. We're not now going to do, I know in some patterns with puffs they will then tell you to do a chain to lock that in. We're not going to do that, because if we do, it gets a bit confusing. You've like got an extra stitch then, so that can throw your stitch count out. So what we're going to go straight from that puff, we're going to do an ordinary back loop double crochet in there. Okay, so that's how we do puffs. So now I'm going to do another puff. So yarn over, insert, pull up, and again, and again. Okay, yarn over, pull through all of those. So now we've got a puff. We're now going to do 5 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got a puff and 5 back loop double crochets. We're now going to do that again. So you do that twice. So this is now like half of the first stack that goes upwards, and we're now going to start another stack, but like a point down. Okay, if that makes sense. So yarn over, that, and pull through all 7 loops. So that is how you do the puff stitches. So just carry on following the pattern like so, and then when you've done that row, come back and we will go through what we do on the next row together. Okay, so that is row 2 done. So you can just see where the little puffs are now. We're going to make them stand out a little bit more now by 1, working in between them, but 2, working around the like posts of the stitch, just to help bring those puffs forward a little bit. Okay, so again, starting with our edge stitch and a chain. So front post stitch is nice and easy. It's just a front post double crochet. So insert your hook around the stitch rather than in the top of it, and work your double crochet. Then we've got our front loop treble there, and again round the puff we're going to do another front post double crochet, well, front post stitch, and that is all there is to it. Now all you need to make sure is that you don't miss any of the stitches right after the puffs, because you say you've just got the one underneath the puff we're going to miss. So we're now going to do our little run of 5 front loop trebles starting there. So that is your other special stitch. So hopefully you can see that they look much more obvious than the little dots down there that we did with the fence.